Hello, everyone. Welcome into Don Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I am doing much better, thank you. I am recording this on July the 11th as I was guided to do quick pulls each day, see how they do. Also, to get feedback from those of you who watch, whether or not you like the idea of having daily updates. So, I would love to have your comments if you feel this is helpful to you. Also, this message is for anyone as to whenever you happen to hear the message. Okay. So, what I am doing is I'm asking Spirit to go ahead and give us some insights and information as to what is going on for the collective energies for today and how that may be helping us to move forward on our path. I'm asking for insights, information that we may not be aware of at this time. And then what I'm going to do is as I pull your cards, I'm going to take myself off screen. At the end, I plan to pull some fortune cookie tarot cards for you at the end. So I hope you will stay to the end. If you don't mind, I would absolutely love it if you would give me a thumbs up. That does help more people in terms of the way that the algorithms work with YouTube. It's very helpful to me. So thank you so much for that. For those of you who have never subscribed to my channel before, you may want to consider doing that. I am starting to do live readings now, and you are invited to come in and ask questions, so you can ask a question about something that you would like to have an immediate response on. My only request is that if you have multiple questions that you book a reading, that seems to be only fair to me. So thank you for that. Okay, so here we go. What do we need to know today for our highest and best outcome? Five of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The World card. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. So we have a lot of money going on here and lots of thinking, right? Swords are all about our thoughts, the way that we think about things. Let me put my glasses on so I can see everything here. Now, this is a different deck. I don't normally work with this deck, but I'm really actually, I was guided to use it today, so I am definitely going to do that. Now, the Five of Swords to me is that card of conflict. I am not sure exactly the guy that created this deck, which I'm going to show you, is Gregory Scott, and this deck is called Tarot, a Tarot of Positive Clarity. Anyway, I got this deck because a friend of mine actually uses this deck quite often, and I was attracted to the imagery of it. As you can see, there are these five swords here. This guy is dumping like oil on this guy's head. So basically, what this card is about winning at all costs. And in this situation, it feels as though some of us may be feeling as though we are really immersed in this energy today. It could be because of what's going on collectively throughout, the world. The other thing about fives, though, is fives are about change. Swords are about the way that you think. So it could be that you're having a change of thought of some kind, a change of direction in terms of communication, because the swords also are how we express with our mind as well as how we express with our words. Now, one of the things that's been coming up a lot for me lately is the idea of words, what they mean. If you are paying any attention, you can see that a lot more dark magic is starting to surface and come to the mainstream. You're really seeing it a lot in the movie industry. You're also seeing it a lot in the music industry. I mean, you can just look at Taylor Swift. She does actual live rituals in her concerts. So, what I feel though is that people are feeling very edgy right now. People are really feeling like, I want to be able to survive. It's kind of that survival mode is being kicked in. So, I do feel as though change is coming in. If you're feeling this anxiety, feeling this level of really looking outside of you as to what's going on out there, the best thing that I can tell you to do is to try to pull away from that energy as much as you possibly can. Because when you're putting your energy out there, even though you're curious as to what that energy represents, why they're doing it, what is behind it, all of the stuff, right? Going down the rabbit holes, I feel as though what that's also doing is it's sinking your energy even further. So just be aware and be mindful of that. Okay. Now, our next card, which has to do with our next steps, is the Six of Pentacles. So if you're focusing more on being generous, if you're focusing more on the positives in your life, right, it feels as though then that energy will be returned to you. As you can see with this Six of Pentacles here, typically with the Six of Pentacles, this is that card of give and take. In many decks, there is the infinity sign there, which is kind of really balancing out that money situation for you. The other thing about sixes is sixes are about persevering, that overcoming obstacles. It's telling you keep going, keep moving. Now, if you are in a situation where you can help someone, whether it is by maybe buying a lunch or buying a coffee for someone, something along those lines, or maybe it's a thing of time where you're devoting some of your time to help someone in need. I feel as though if you're doing it from that altruistic type of an energy, that energy is going to come back to you tenfold when you least expect it. So again, this card here is about what you send out is what you give back. So having these two cards together, even though this is a 5 and this is a 6, which is progression, this is really saying that you really want to think about where you're putting your thoughts, where you're spending your time thinking about things. Pentacles have to do with our physical security, our wealth, our health, our career, our possessions, our home. This is also one of those situations where it feels as though you're going to be feeling more generous today. And what you do with that is completely up to you. Now, what may be our obstacle here is the World card. The World card for me is that perfect ending, right? He has all of his tools here. He's got his cups, his pentacles, his wands, his sword. Typically, this is a beautiful card because this is saying that there's a lot of harmony, there's a lot of balance, there's a feeling of fulfillment here. So this energy I have to read as though it's in the reverse. So really what that's saying is that we're getting very close to a big world ending of some kind, like something is going to come out that is going to really set things straight so that people have a really clear understanding as to what is going on. I also feel as though this card is also talking about really balancing your spiritual awareness with your day-to-day grind, right? The other thing about this card is about this perfect ending kind of an energy. I feel as though we still have a ways to go. This is a major arcana. We're working towards this energy being fulfilled. I don't have a sense as to when that is going to be. I think the hardest thing in tarot for us to really discern is timing on things. But moving forward, we have the Queen of Pentacles here as our strength position. Now, she is, as you can see, she is all about abundance. She is my patient. She's my understanding. She is my physical security queen. She definitely knows how to create a beautiful home. She knows how to heal using the earth energies and the earth medicine in order to become very proficient at her skill. The other thing about her is that she's very warm, she's very generous, she's very kind. She is a beautiful mother. This may be your mother, this may be you. This could be someone that is coming into your life or someone that you are working closely with. I do feel as though, she does have grapes here. She has all this cornucopia of abundance, and that's exactly what she exudes, is that energy. So I feel as though you're really grounding yourself. You're really going to be working with Mother Earth energy at this time. And you are also bringing in that divine feminine energy. Now, if you're a male listening to this, we all have masculine and feminine energies in our space. So even though this is maybe the softer side of your nature, just embrace this. That kindness, that love, that tenderness, that healing touch, those kind of energies are kind of all showing up in this strengths position. Now, what we have as our final card today is that Knight of Swords. Now, I don't know why, but he depicts the swords energy as really kind of difficult, which it can be, right? But the Knight of Swords is my knight of going out there and taking action of some kind. He is definitely one that is he's no longer looking at the reasons why. He is now taking action. He's moving forward. He's moving towards his dreams. He's not allowing anyone to browbeat him. The knights are all about change and taking action in our space. The swords is how we think about things. So in many cases, when I see the Knight of Swords, I always feel as though people are really working towards their dreams. They are, moving full tilt towards their dreams. So that is what I have for you for this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a couple of cards here for the fortune cookie. This is the fortune cookie tarot, or it might be an oracle deck. I'm not sure. But we're going to pull 3 cards from this as your final messages as to what else Spirit would like for you to know. That is for your highest and best. Any insights and information is greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's divide our deck. And I'm being guided for whatever reason to turn the cards upside down. So that's what I'm going to do before I read them. Okay, here are your final 3 messages for today. If you made it this far and you haven't done so already, please give me a thumbs up. Your first card says sunshine. The sun is shining on you. Career, business, growth, fabulous communication in relationships. I love this card because it's so uplifting, right? We started off with that 5 of Swords, which is kind of that feeling as though we are on edge, feeling as though we are maybe feeling a little bit backed into a corner where we really feel like we want to win at all costs. And this card comes in and says the sun is shining on you. Now, the sun card in tarot has to do with nurturing growth, healing, renewal, all those beautiful energies. So I love this card for you. Our next card is surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those searching. That's a great card. Very good, very good. Last card is reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. I actually really like this. I feel as though many of us are reinventing ourselves. I feel as though many of us are really clearing out some of that dark night of the soul, that deeper healing work that we've needed to do in order for us to be able to move forward on our ascension path. So this right here is perfect. Now, the thing that I typically always say to people a lot of times is that you have the ability to tell your stories in any way you want, right? And as you move from one part of your life into another part of your life, you're reinventing your stories. So if you find that you're saying your old stories over and over again, it's like a broken record. And what you're doing is you're reanimating that energy. And so the best thing for you to do is heal, let go, so that new beautiful energies can come in for you that allow you to reinvent yourself into the beautiful being that you want to show to the outside world, right? So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you got some positive nuggets that will help you. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'll be with you again soon. Cheers.